Hi, it's Lori Ballen, Las Vegas real estate agent and marketing business owner out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, I want to show you how I sold several listings this year already, pended or closed, that have come from the internet. And I'm always looking for examples to show you real deal ways to get business online for your real estate business, specifically for listings. Listing seems to be the biggest challenge for getting online. So I'm constantly testing and measuring and playing with different blogs and articles and videos and ads and Facebook promos and Insta stories and all of that to see how we can generate interest for sellers. Okay. Now, these listings, I'm going to show you the listings I'm talking about today all came from one page on my website, which is a blog post or an article. Okay. So people often ask me, I travel, I teach people how to do this. I have a training curriculum at ranklikeaboss.com, formerly known as the Ballen method. And in there, I teach how to generate leads online. And we talk about multiple strategies. Well, one of my top ones is blogs, and people often ask, well, why do I want to be blogging? Well, this is exactly the reason why. What's crazy though is the fact that several of these, I have a couple listed, couple pended, couple closed. So let's just say average one of these a month. Okay, now for some of you, adding one of these a month could be life-changing, adding 12 more closings a year. For others, it may not make that big of a dent in your business, yet you might be able to add pay-per-click around this or create two or three of these that generate more business. So this is just one example of how a blog post can generate listings that can add quite a bit to your bottom line. Okay, and what I did is I wrote a blog post all about closing costs when selling a home in Las Vegas. I did the same thing for buyers, which is also a top lead generator. So as you can see here, this is a blog post, and I cover everything from commissions, appraisal fees, staging a house, various closing costs, title insurance, escrow, just a great list for them. And what's funny to me is this is nowhere near where I believe I could take this blog post, yet it immediately climbed the charts because there wasn't a lot of people out there doing this. Now, I always share this, and I expect somebody in Las Vegas to give me a run for my money. I share openly, though. I believe there's enough business for all of us, and I share openly. And when I do go head to head against serious competition, it makes me raise the bar, doesn't it? So in order to stay on top of the search engines, I have to keep making this better and better. And I also keep having to earn backlinks and shares and traffic and things like that. But I'll show you over here. If we go ahead and go over to a new tab and you were to type in, now you're going to do this in a private window or an incognito window, but you're going to go over to Google and we're going to type in, okay, I'm not logged in, so this is perfect. Closing costs when selling a house in Las Vegas, something like that. There's a bunch of keywords I'm ranking for. I'll show you in a minute. So you can see here we've got a sponsored ad, we've got a sponsored ad, we've got a sponsored ad, and then I have the number 1 spot and the number 2 spot in this particular case. Okay, depending on how that question is asked, sometimes I also have a featured rich snippet, which is a featured box at the top with a link. So it depends on how they ask the questions. So that the examples, somebody might change it to how much will it cost to sell my house? And they might type in Las Vegas, they may not. Just their location might pop up. Yeah, so here we've got another one. Here we've got another one with a couple different features in there. So anyway, you can see that these are working. All right. Now, if I were to go over to my my keyword tool here, I'm going to show you how this works. So I'm going to click on all of my keywords. This tool here is called SEMrush. Super cool. I'll put a link to the blog with my link in it that you can use. I do have an affiliate link for that. And you can do I believe, a free trial, or there's a free version and then upgraded version. But I'm going to scroll down here to pages. And on pages, what I want now is I want that closing costs blog. Okay, this is, a lot of people don't realize this is here. I've got a lot of people using this tool, but they don't realize that this closing costs blog is, I'm sorry, that this pages section is here. So let me just find the page I'm looking for. Filter by URL. I want closing costs. Okay, so here it is right here. So this is only 0.48% of all my website's traffic. So you would think, just looking at traffic, this may not be the most valuable page, yet this is one of the top pages for closings and listings. So those two numbers tell a very different story, right? But here's where it gets cool. Look at this. There are 357 keywords ranking in the top 100 positions on Google for this page alone. So I'm number 10 for closing costs when selling a home. And that's my top keyword phrase. That's a long tail keyword right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? How much are closing costs for seller? I ranked number 1 for average closing costs for seller in Las Vegas. It's not bringing me in as much traffic, only because this one has more search volume. Okay, but I just wanted to kind of show you what happens here when you build a quality page that customers really like. Google will rank you not just for whatever keyword you optimize that page for, not just the keyword you put in that title, tag, or URL. Google's going to rank you for a bunch of things it believes that blog post is about, whether you said those words on the website or not. Okay, pretty incredible stuff here. I mean, Google's just got smarter and smarter and smarter. All right, so doesn't look like a lot of traffic. However, it's my number 1 listing generator. So really cool. And actually, I didn't even know that until I recently had we had several in a row that all listed, pended, or closed at the same time that got my eyes opening to this. And I went, whoa, look at that. That's trending right there. So I got to make sure I keep pushing this baby up and make sure I've got videos that cover it, and social that cover it, and downloads that cover it, and make sure the blog's in top position. And so that's what I'm continuously working on over here. All right. And again, this is just one example. What would a seller want to know? But it's a great example, because really what they want to know the most is how much money they're going to make when they sell their house. So all these people go out and write blog posts around how much money you're going to make when you sell your house, but you don't really cover the closing costs. You don't rank for the right keywords. Okay. So this is good stuff. So essentially, now this is the blog post. So here's what happens. They Google, like we just did. They go over to Google and they type in how much it costs to sell my house. They find my blog post. Now, right here, let me, I don't know what's in the background here. Okay, let me scroll. Let me show you what this looks like. If I shrink this down, see how I'm dragging? Ignore what's in the background. See how I'm dragging this? This is now going to show you what it looks like on a mobile device. Okay, so they're on a mobile and they scroll down and look at that call to action is in the top section. So they're only going to have to scroll, in that particular case, they're going to scroll two times probably to be able to see that, maybe 3, to be able to see that offer. And on a desktop, it's completely above, no, it's not above the fold, but it's one scroll, and then they can get to that offer. Okay, so what's happening is they are reviewing the blog post, and then they are clicking that button. And when they click that button, it goes to, let me show you. And by the way, this offer to get a home value is actually dripped in a couple places here too. I believe it's at the very bottom. Let me double check. Although most people, it is. Most don't scroll to the bottom. Most stop like at the top or the middle. So I like to have that button in about this proximity. And usually I have a video up here too. And I need to get I have one. I just need to get it uploaded for this top portion here. And again, that video is going to increase quality. It's going to increase dwell time, how long somebody stays on the site. These are quality signals for Google. So I'm continuously improving this process. So when they click here, what's your house worth? Get an instant home valuation. Let me show you what happens. They go to my home value estimator. So this is instant. It's just like Zillow. As a matter of fact, whether you want to boo-hoo or not, the data that's provided through this report comes from Zillow. Now, what I have is a campaign that goes out once the person gets their instant report. I'd rather them do it through me than Zillow. So I'm gonna use whatever I need to use to have them go through me instead of Zillow. Then my email to them back tells them basically that this is powered by Zillow and why that might not be the most accurate way to determine the estimated value of their home, and why having a professional local real estate agent come out is going to be better. And then we're inviting them to find out more from us. Yet that's not necessarily what always gets them to call us. We have a campaign set up through Infusionsoft that my marketing company, Ballen Brands, built out for my real estate company. So I own both. I own a marketing company that benefits my real estate company, which is cool. So my marketing company builds real estate funnels and databases and all of the email marketing through an Infusionsoft platform, who we're Infusionsoft partners with. And what it does is it sends a text dial, and it sends an email to that person. And one of the ones we get the best response on is a simple text that says, "Are you thinking of selling?" So after they fill out this instant home valuation, our campaigns automatically start kicking in. We don't have to do anything. It's all automated. So they get texts automated, they get emails automated. It all happens automatically. I don't do anything. And not until they respond, "Yes, I want to sell my house," then we get one of our agents on the team on it. And now we have a human dealing with it. Okay. But it's too much to go chase internet leads all day long, in my opinion. And I've had professional inside sales agents that I've paid to sit and chase them all. And then I built a machine based on what I saw the ISAs doing. And now I've been able to systematize so much more of that process. Okay. Now this instant home valuation, when they fill this out, it does give them an instant report, and it emails them a report. It also then emails me information about them, including the average price range of their home, their address, the owner's names, things like that. And this is provided through Listings to Leads. Now, what I'll tell you is that my link here, which is listingstoleads.com/Ballen, that's my last name, Ballen, that will get you not only a free trial, it gets you an extended free trial. This is something that I worked out with the owners that I really like a lot. We have a great relationship. They've given me this link to give to you guys to extend your free trial to try this out. So you don't need to go to my website and test that home valuation tool. Go to listingstoleads.com/Ballen, Ballen, set yourself up with a free account and go ahead and try that home valuation tool and see how it works. There's a ton of other features in Listings to Leads. There's Facebook ads, and there's all kinds of landing pages, listing marketing tools, open house tools, seller marketing reports. It's a great program, and it's what my team uses. So you definitely want to check that out. This is how it all works, guys. It's a multiple faceted approach. One, you have to know what to write about. And the best answer to what to write about is think about what concerns, questions your buyers and sellers have, and answer those if you can in a great blog post. And this should not be a generic blog post. If you notice, this is local, it's current, and it breaks down everything that would apply here in Nevada, not in New York, not in Florida. It's for my people that are selling in Nevada. So that's what you want to do. That's how you provide value. You get as local as you possibly can and as specific to that consumer. We don't want to be generic. We want to have a small audience, and we want to target that small audience with information that is directly relevant to them. Okay. There's also some styling that I use to keep people on the page, and you can learn more of that on my video channel or on ranklikeaboss.com with our series. And this is something that you can share on social. You can run Facebook ads around. You can run social ads. You can run Bing ads. You can run Twitter ads, and all of that. You can send this out to previous sellers that you have sitting in your database that you might be trying to revive. All right. So it might take you a little bit of time to sit down and write this or hire somebody to write it, make a video around it and have it transcribed, whatever. But this is a key, one of the keys to getting seller listings online is creating a fantastic blog that is relevant to a niche specific audience or local audience like I did here in Las Vegas. And you want to get it ranking on the search engines as high as you possibly can, or get interest through other channels such as social. In my particular case, these are all organic, unpaid, earned in Google search engine rankings. And to me, there's nothing better because I did the work once and then I just update it, make sure, keep my eyes on it, make sure the competition isn't coming in and sweeping me, that I've got a top position, and working on getting some more links back to it. And just by doing those things, this blog post climbed and I was able to get that. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out was how do you know when you get that listing lead that it came from this blog post? Okay, so what I have set up here is on these home valuation tools, when the lead comes in, there's an IP address. So it's the unique internet protocol address provided through their website provider, and either mobile or desktop. I'm able to then, and my system does this for me now automatically, but I'll show you how we were manually doing it. I go over here to Clicky. Clicky is an analytic platform that I use. It's not very expensive. And oh, by the way, my real estate marketing company builds real estate agent websites, so we can set this all up for you. So if you don't want to mess with all this, but you want what I have, the platform, it's a great lead generation system. Contact my team, ballenbrands.com. You can fill out the little form there to request a free consultation. So if I go up here to visitors and I type in add a filter IP address. Now let me just go over here to my spreadsheet. Let me grab one of these IP addresses. So let me get the name of one of these. Okay, here we go. Google Organic, is that one of them? Let me make sure I know which one for sure. Okay, hold on. So let me go to closings and closing costs. Here's one. Okay, so I'm going to grab this guy here, and I just want to see his IP address real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go over to tracking. Don't worry about all these little things right now. Those aren't relevant to you at this moment. All right, so I'm going to grab the consumer's going to Google how much is it going to cost to sell my house or something like that. One of my 350 ranking keywords for this page. They're going to fill out the home value estimator. Then listings to leads is going to send me this IP address. Okay. Now, when I say send me, in my case, this actually funnels right into my CRM right here, my database, my Infusionsoft. I'm not actually doing that. The CRM is. Then this address is going to get punched into Clicky right here, either manually or through an API. Oh, and then, oh shoot, I would have to go back and find their month. Okay, but here's what it looks like. Hold on. I'm going to say the shortcut. So then I'm just going to open what their Clicky account looks like. Oh, what was the date of that? All right. Well, I would actually have to pull up the month that those ones came from. So let me show you an example of one that just came in today. I'm just going to click right here to all visitors. Okay, so here's what it looks like when they come in. So I'll be able to see, was it Google? Was it Google paid? Was it Facebook? It'll say Twitter, it'll say LinkedIn. See, here's an example of Facebook. Okay. So once that lead funnels in, it tells me what source, what platform they were on, what device they were on, what location they're in. And then right here is where the magic happens. It shows me what page they entered in on and then became a lead so that I can credit an ROI to that blog post. So this is how I know. Okay, so if I look at here, this person closed already this month and it was a listing. So it says right here, this is a real estate lead. It was a seller. They were in Las Vegas. It's a Google organic lead. The magnet, the offer was a home value offer. The activity we did by generating was blogging, and they used the listings to leads home value calculator. And this is the page. Here it is, closing costs when selling a house. This was the page that they entered on. That's how I know for a fact how much my blogging is worth. how much my website traffic is worth. So this is a really cool thing. So now if I had 4 commissions, and although commission is always negotiable, never standard, if we just, for math's sake today, said each one's worth $10,000 and there was 4 of them, that would be a $40,000 value. Now, however else you want to figure out your ROI, if you want to figure out the cost of the time you spent on the blog post or video you put into it or any advertising expenses. But otherwise, that's a pretty darn good use of my time. I mean, I'm almost laughing going $40,000, geez, for spending one day writing a blog. And maybe let's just say throughout the year, a few hours outside of that, just, pushing that out on social media or pushing out to outreach channels, letting them know they might be interested in that article. And my social shares are all now automated as well. Once I set it up, it just repeats and resends out every month throughout my social channels. So this is cool stuff, you guys. I just wanted to show you that this is possible. It is doable. And I'm doing it right here in Las Vegas, Nevada with my real estate team called Lori Ballen Team. We also serve Henderson and North Las Vegas. And my clients are doing this that are learning through my Rank Like a Boss curriculum and my marketing company, ballenbrands.com. So this works. I've got the proof across multiple channels here. Just a matter of getting it done right and staying on top of it and doing this kind of lead generation every day so that your pipeline stays full. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today.